English is not my first language, so ignore my mistakes. Disclaimer: all the character and incident are fictional. Everything is imaginary in this ever, so don't compare it with your own life. It's just based on imagination, not on reality. Sit here. He was looking away. Jungkook, you pulled up your toes for touching his cheeks. Hey, please. You hold his hands. Sit here, I'm saying for the last time. You changed your tone into cold, and he sat on the couch while looking at you. You immediately sat beside him. You opened the first aid box. He was trying hard to avoid you. Jungkook, are you angry on me? You already know I can't be angry on you. He spoke those words straight on your face while making eye contact. You smile and hold his arms. He shut his eyes when your hands touch his arms. You chuckled for teasing him. Stop laughing, Ryan. You spoke while doing bandage on his arm. I told you many times to control your anger. Sorry. Just look at your face, it's all red. He took a deep breath, placed a smile on his lips, then he looked at you. Now it's fine. He smiled and held both of your hands, which made you look at him. Thank you. You are paying me for taking care of you. You don't have to say thanks. Well, take your medicine. You give him a glass of water with some tablets. I'm just tired by using those pills every day. He take those pills and gulp with water. You are tired, but you have to finish the course, or your doctor will. No one has dared to even touch you. Really? Yes. You picked up the first aid box and got up from the couch. He is in Mafia. He is injured, and his doctor told him to take a break from his profession because his health is getting complicated. Once he got angry, calming him became a big task. That was the only reason you stopped him to going for his mission. He sent his men, and what he got? They come back, but they lost their mission. You were sleeping in your room, his guards run to you. You find out that he lost his temper. Like always, you went in his room, and your existence was enough to calming him. You take him out of his room, and you told to the maid to clean all the mess he created in his room. You have a sister and she is married. You ask your friend for a job and he find this job for you. But he tells you one thing before joining. This is the one of the complicated job. But because you need money, on that time you said yes to all the conditions. In the start it was hard, but you are with him as his caretaker since last year, and he treats you different than others. Even though you heard about his previous caretakers, all of them stopped you to working with him. All of them said he is psycho. Working for him is the same as going in lion's den. But do you think all of them were liars? Because he is the softest man you ever seen. He hold you and stop you when I'm hungry. Whenever he holds my hands, I felt a strange kind of feelings in the start. It was hard for me to work with him, not because he is a psycho, because he used to follow me wherever I go. And when a man who is same as my age you find around you 24/7 obviously become the reason of catching feelings for him. And he holds my hands. It's remind me of those days, the feelings I should have to control myself before I lose my senses in this imaginary love. What happened? You blinked your eyes and shook your head. You placed plates of food in the front of him, but he was waiting for you to sit beside him. You bowed at him. Hey, what are you doing? Have a seat. You can't be attached with him, okay? You don't know why all of a sudden you become upset. You want to cry, but you hide your emotions with a smile on your lips. Jungkook looked at your face. What happened? You look sad. You shook your head. I'm fine. This is why I'm upset. Why he understands me this much. Just by looking at my face when I'm smiling, he understands I'm sad. I can tell by looking at your face whether you are happy or sad. Now tell me what happened. Why you are sad? You laughed and pretend as smiling widely. I'm fine, Jungkook. Now eat your food cause I'm sleepy. I want to sleep. He looked at your eyes. He make a little eye contact and you immediately look away. You are not sleepy, but you can go if you want. I can't sleep until you fell asleep cause you are my responsibility and I can't leave you here. He picked up a piece of garlic bread and brought it to near your lips. You looked at him. He was smiling. You don't know when. Drops of tears falling from your eyes. You realize you are crying. When his smile faded, what happened, Ryan? Are you alright? He immediately left the fork and cupped your face. He wiped your tears. He chuckled. I'm just not feeling well, so that's why. I'm not crying. He looked down and leaned back. He pulled his hand back. He cleared his throat and got up. Good night. He spoke in a low voice and walked to upstairs in his room. But Jungkook, your food. You were hungry. You mumbled. Your breath hitched. You started taking heavy breath while rubbing your forehead. He was standing in the front of your room. He walked towards the wall and simply leaned against the wall. He heard your soup getting louder. If something is bothering you, please share your pain with me, Ryan, please. Early in the morning, you knock his door. Come in. He knows it was you. You walk inside. He looked at the tray of food in your hand. Then he looked at you. Good morning. You were smiling as usual. He was sitting. You placed food on the table near the bed. Then you walked to him. He looked at your eyes. Your eyes were puffy because of crying all night. Breakfast is here. Today he didn't hold your hand. When you said you wanted to go to meet your sister, why don't you go today to meet her? Today, but today you have to go to the doctor for the checkup, so I have to be with you. You don't have to worry about me. It's just a regular checkup. But still, I can stop my mind. You sat in the front of him. Have you had breakfast? You shook your head. I was waiting for you to wake up. Okay then, give me 5 minutes. I'll be fresh up. You nodded. He got up and walked towards the bathroom. Usually he always knows by looking at my face whether I'm happy or sad, but today, even staring at my eyes, he couldn't realize I cried whole night. You walked towards the mirror. Did I do such a good makeup today? Wow. You looked at your face in the mirror. I have to be a makeup artist. Some minutes passed, but you were still standing in the front of the mirror. Jungkook, I'm hungry. Please come out. Your eyes widened when he opened the door and stepped out. He tilted his head and smirked, but your jaw dropped. He is shirtless. What? You immediately looked down and walked to the bed. Nothing. He chuckled. Then he walked towards the mirror, but he was just staring at you through the mirror. You smiled. Why you are smiling? Your smile dropped. You looked at him. I'm not smiling. Oh, okay. He hid his happiness. After having breakfast, your sister called me yesterday night. What? That's why I'm saying you should have to go to her. Oh, okay. But don't go for checkup with anyone else. I will be back in 2 hours. Okay. 2 hours later, he lied that your sister called him. He just wanted to see him if he can live without you, 'cause he thinks you become his need. And now he understands in 2 hours that you are not just his need, you become as the part of his life. He was continuously walking all around his room. Then he walked to the balcony. And there he found you with the guy. He opened the car door for you, then you smiled at him. And that was not enough. He hugged you. He walked inside. He didn't want to get angry at any of cost, but those emotions were wild, and it was hard for him to control. He don't know when he grabbed the lamp and threw it on the floor. Why? You heard him shouting. You immediately opened the door. You found him sitting on the floor. He was crying. I know he has anger issues, but I never seen him crying. But today my heart beat stopped when saw him in this condition. I walked to the side drawer, but before I take out his pills, he grabbed my wrist and pinned me against the wall. Who was that guy? His voice were cold, and he always gave a chance to run and give a sign through his voice as an alarm. I never seen his this side, but today. You tried to touch his cheeks, but just answer my question. He cut your words by smashing his lips on yours. You close your eyes and you wanted to walk towards the bed, but he pulled you up and you put your feet in his shoes because he knows there are broken pieces of glass all over the room. He was my brother in law. What? His jaw dropped. Don't tell me you were jealous. You both make eye contact. He just come to drop me. That's it. But why you lied that only called you? Yes, I was jealous and I'm sorry. But one thing keep in your mind. You are mine. You furrowed your eyebrows. Your caretaker. My soon to be bride. My heart skipped beat. He was staring at me. I just can't control myself, so I just smashed my lips on him once again. And the end, bye bye, take us. You love you. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Bye bye.